Hey guys, so in today's video guys, I want to carry you guys along and show you these beautiful trees you are seeing here. Guys, these trees are very beautiful to behold, and when you look at them, they appears to be, to have this same look. But when you take closer look at them, you see that they have slight differences. Each of them has their own unique look. But looking at them slightly, you think they are of the same. That is, you will think you confused to, you will misunderstand them to be each other or one another. So it's of no other tree than the pine tree, guys. So pine is a coniferous evergreen tree with distinct, long and skinny needle-shaped leaves. That is, look at it. So the leaves are skinny and has this needle-shaped like, as you can see. So and there are over thousands of pine species. As I earlier said, we have a lot of them around my place, but they are all pine trees, only they look differences. They have different slight characteristics compared to each other. We have thousands of them around the globe. We have the red pine and we have the white pine. So that is about this particular pine trees I'm talking about. And so Pinus tider, as it's also called, can grow up to 40 meters at a medium rate, and it is in leaf all year. Guys, that is one thing that attracted me to these particular trees you are seeing. Look at them, they are all green all around, no matter the weather, and they are always in flower from March to May. And then their seed ripens from October to February. So the species is monoecious. This means that individual flowers are either male or female. Hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. Individual flowers could be either male or female, but both species can be found on the same tree. Guys, isn't that wonderful? Wow. That is to say, whether the plant is a male, the species is a male or female, you find both of them living on the same plant, and they are being pollinated by wind. That is to say, they can, reproduce by the help of wind, unlike other plants that is being pollinated by butterflies, as we're all aware. Then the plant can be found, the plant is not self-fertile, it is suitable for light, sandy and medium loamy soils, and preferable in a well-drained soil. It can grow in non-nutritional poor soil. Yes, it can grow in that is in a very poor soil, just like bamboo tree. It can grow there, and it's suitable. Its suitable pH is acidic, and the neutral soils. So pine doesn't grow in shades. As you can see, guys, it's outside in a very open space. That is where it attracts both wind, both sun, whatever you call it, is always there, guys. Very beautiful to behold. You can, all over trees around it will dry, will wither during certain season of the year, but this particular tree is always there. In fact, it prefers dry or moist soil and can grow, it can tolerate drought. You see, so these are one of the main characteristics of bamboo tree and even moringa trees. They can tolerate drought. They always grow and spread as if they are being, taken care of. In fact, they grow as if they are being tamed. They spread, you know, outside. Their branches, as you can see how they spread out. So it has to be, trimmed. Otherwise, they can just continue growing and growing and growing. So, and then that is some of the characteristics of pine tree. So, guys, there are also other types of pine tree which I would like to mention. We have the one we call Pinus tider, that is loblolly pine trees. We have the one we call Pinus echinata, that is the short-lived ones. As you can see them in this video, we have different types of them. You see some with we see some with short pine needle-like leaves. You see some longer, you see some spreading, you see some taller, and you see some very, very long. So the Pinus echinata is the short-lived one, and we have the rarely Pinus palustus, that is the long-lived pine. So you can actually differentiate them by various methods, because it took me time, guys, before I was able to differentiate these trees, because they all look alike, but when you get closer you start seeing slight differences, among them. So, and they can also be differentiated by various methods, I say, depending on the number of their pine needles. If you look very well in this video, number of pine needles per cluster, and the types of pine could also be identified by their cone sizes. You see the cones, the ones I'm showing in this video, you see different types of cone sizes and their blossom and their bloom, and whatever. Then shapes by textures, back of trees. Like, look at this tree. This one is smooth, the tree, and you will see some will just look so coarse. Yes, so that is how you can identify or differentiate them, by their size, the cone sizes, their shapes, the textures, the trees, their barks. In fact, overall size and shape of the tree. So look at this tree again. It is different from the other ones we have been seeing from the beginning of this video to the middle of the video. So they are all pine trees. You look at them, you see their differences, but when you come closer, you see that they are not of the same thing. Yes, so look at this tree, look at this cone on the ground. You can see this cone is different from the one I had earlier on. The one I had earlier on is bit smooth, or bit mold in form of, cone shape, although they are all coniferous in nature. So that is how you can actually differentiate these interesting, amazing trees. So, but in this video, I'll be talking about the short-lived pine that has 2 needles per cluster, and they are flexible and sometimes slightly twisted. Comes of the short leaves. Pine are also markedly or notably smaller than the loblolly pine type. So look at this one here now. You see the tree, the stem, the shape of the leaf is different from the other. This one pricks. I lay my hands on it to actually feel how it looks. It picks, actually pricks like needle. Yes, so this can actually wound you if you don't take time or if you fall into it. So guys, this is some of the characteristics of pine tree. I wouldn't want this video to be very long, so I'll be stopping here. So right now, guys, let us talk about some of the uses and benefits of pine, this pine in general. So let's start from it could be used aesthetically, and the byproduct of this pine could be used aesthetically and medicinally. Okay, guys, so let us talk about the essential oil from pine. The essential oil from pine could be derived from the cones, from the tree barks, from the twigs, from the pine needles, that is the leaves, the pine needles, or even combination of all of them. Yes, we can we can obtain essential oil from every part of the tree for you guys to see how useful this tree is. And the essential oil from pine is used topically, you know, it's used topically. It is reputable to soothe itchiness, inflammations, and dryness. It controls excessive perspiration, prevents fungal infection, protects minor abrasions from developing infections. Yes, and it slows the appearance of signs of aging, and it enhances circulation. So these are some of the uses of pine essential oil. And then again, we have what we call terpene, guys. Terpene is obtained from the resin of all pine trees, and it is antiseptical. Yes, it also serves as a solvent. Terpene is also used for tinning oil-based paints, for producing varnishes and as a raw material for the chemical industry. Yes, so this is about terpene, guys, from pine in general. So guys, externally, pine is used for the treatment of skin complaints such as wounds, sores, burns, boils, and the like. It is used in form of liniment plasters. Then also we have the putties, or you can also call it the salve. That is, so the putties or the salve from pine, you know, is also called a cataplasma. Is a paste made of pine herbs or plants and other substances with healing properties. The paste is spread on warm, moist cloth and applied to the body to relieve inflammations and promote healing. It can also be applied directly to the skin, and it can also be used as herbal steaming and also as inhalers. So we also have pine needle tea, guys. And then we have this, green dye substance that is obtained from pine needle, and it is called terpene. As you can see, it's called terpene. It's a green dye substance, and it has many potential benefits. It can act as an inflammatory. It promotes pain relief and relaxation. It aids in memory and the respiratory functions and may reduce the spread of bacteria and viruses. Besides, another great benefit is the excellent taste that adds to different cultivars. And so finally, guys, pine tree is a source of resin. As you can see here, guys, these are resins from pine tree. So it's a source of resin. And then the wood, the sawdust, the resins from various species of pine can cause dermatitis in sensitive people. This means that you can be allergic to resin or to people that are allergic. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you and bye bye.